Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Betting Insights. I am Timothy alongside Sergio. Welcome, Sergio.
Hey everybody.
Go ahead, smash the like button. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel. As you know, we are discussing 5 different club competitions for Europe: Serie A, La Liga, Eredivisie, Bundesliga, and the Premier League. Now, we will get to all picks and leans for the upcoming weekend in just a minute. But first, a quick recap of last week. Now, last week wasn't great for the both of us, Sergio. I gave out 6 picks. I went 3-3. You gave out 5. Went 1-4.
1-4, yeah.
Yeah.
No, not a good weekend. A lot of surprises.
Yeah, Saturday actually went well. Sunday, a lot of surprises, huge upsets. Werder Bremen won against Bayern Munich. PSV dropping points for the first time in the league this season. So a lot of crazy things Sunday, right?
Yeah, and also Leipzig surprised me also.
Yeah, they also surprised me.
Lost.
I don't know why I keep fading by Leverkusen. I think I've learned my lesson. I'm not stepping in front of them again, maybe for the rest of the season. But
Okay.
let's get started. Let's not waste any more time. We're trying to keep this as close to an hour as possible. Let's start with La Liga today. First game on the schedule. Almeria hosting Alaves. Almeria wins set at 2.7. Alaves wins set at 2.85. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, Almeria, of course, still winless in the league, but are actually coming off 2 impressive performances. So you can see the desperation. They basically outplayed Girona 2 weeks ago in terms of expected goals and almost pulled off a shocker against Real Madrid, right? Now,
Yes, Real Madrid needed a little bit help from the referees and the VAR, of
some
course.
controversial calls. That's true. But Alaves lost 1 out of 5, so they're in good form. But on the road, only 1 win so far. So what can we expect here?
You have to go to for Alaves. Almeria, I think the game against Madrid was I think the best performance of the season. But playing as well as they did and still not get a win, I think the confidence went down again.
Yeah, you may be right, but still, I have a hard time trusting Alaves on the road. It's even harder to trust Almeria, like we said, still winless. So I guess I understand why you're leaning towards Alaves. I'm still leaning slightly towards Almeria. I think they will play better. Still, I know the loss against Real Madrid was a huge blow for their confidence, but still, I think they will play well. They come home and host a terrible road team. So slightly in towards Almeria, but obviously not a best bet. All
No,
right,
for me not.
let's get to the next game. Real Sociedad hosting Rayo Vallecano. Sociedad wins set at 1.68. Rayo wins set at 5.8. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, I'm expecting the under 2.5 goals here. But Sociedad has lost 1 out of 5 with 3 straight wins. Rayo has lost a disappointing game against Las Palmas. Real Sociedad only lost to Barcelona at home, so you can't look past the home win here. You just have to back Real Sociedad for a home win. What are you doing here, Sergio?
Yeah. I'm not betting this game, of course. Not really interesting bet, especially if you look at the odds from Real Sociedad. So
1.68, it's not bad value for such a great home team, I would say.
yeah, I agree, but still, it's a little bit too low to take the risk actually because they might draw also. So I'm staying away from this game. Real Sociedad should win, but no no bet for me here.
All right, we agree there. Let's get to the next game. Las Palmas hosting Real Madrid. Las Palmas wins set at 7. Real Madrid wins set at 1.47. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, Real Madrid was very fortunate last time out, like we said earlier. They were very sloppy at the back, so I think they will keep things tight here. Las Palmas has been solid at home with only 2 losses, but Real Madrid should win this game if they don't let their guard down. Also, they might get a little bit of help from the referees, right?
Yes. Yeah, but still Las Palmas, two good wins. Their last two matches. Yeah, but yeah, Real, yeah, it's Real, it's another it's a hard nut for them to crack. So I'm still going for Real to win this one. Las Palmas, two wins, and now it's time for a loss, I think.
Yeah, a loss should be on the way against Real Madrid. All right, let's get to the next game. Barcelona hosting Villarreal. Barcelona wins set at 1.35. Villarreal wins set at 8.5. Line for the total goal set at 3.5. Now, Villarreal used to be a tough opponent for Barcelona, but they don't look like the Villarreal of old. Barcelona, of course, excellent at home, so I can't see Villarreal troubling this Barcelona team. Not at home. Maybe if Villarreal was playing at home, they might pull off an upset. But Barcelona at home, I can't look past a home win. What are you doing here, Sergio?
Yeah, but the way Barcelona's playing now, you get a feeling that every team in La Liga can cause them to drop points. And Villarreal, I don't know, maybe extra motivated because they're playing against Barcelona, and saw that. I think they also saw the matches, the last 2 or 3 matches that the Barcelona is not that confident at the moment. So yeah, Barcelona should win, but I'm not sure it will be an easy win for them.
All right, might not be an easy win, but like you said, Barcelona excellent at home, and Villarreal not in the best form actually since the beginning of the season, as switching coaches multiple times this season has told us. So I
Not
expect
happy.
a Barcelona win.
Mm.
All right, next game, Mallorca hosting Real Betis. Mallorca wins set at 2.4. Betis wins set at 3.5. Line for the total goes 2.5. Betis fought their way back, being down 0-2 against Barcelona, but in the end still lost the game. While Mallorca benefited from a Villarreal red card, and also knocked Girona out of the Copa del Rey, so confidence might be high here. Betis has won just 1 out of 5 and one road win that came on opening day against a bad Villarreal team. So I can back Betis on the road, but this game might be a draw. So just a double chance for Mallorca would be the play here for me. What are you doing here, Sergio?
I'm leaning more towards Mallorca, just like you said that their confidence is high at the moment, and they're playing at home. It's against Betis. It's a chance for them to maybe go one position higher on the table, maybe two, but still a difficult team, Betis. So I think you're right, but I would still go for Mallorca win.
Yeah, I would just play it safe and take a double chance. It might be a draw, but a lot of value in backing Mallorca for a win. 2.4, great value. All right, let's get to the next game. Celta hosting Girona. Celta wins set at 2.95. Girona wins set at 2.43. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. I'm looking at the over 2.5 goals here. Celta played their last 2 games, both at home against Sociedad, and lost both games. In both games, their expected goals was below zero point 0.5 after winning 2 straight at home. Girona demolished Sevilla and then, of course, lost to Mallorca, as we mentioned earlier in the Copa del Rey. The last 3 league games, road games at least for Girona, they've been slightly disappointing, 0 wins. But after being knocked out of the Copa del Rey, I think they will shift their full attention to the league. They should be up for this game. They're one of the highest scoring teams in the league. So I expect the over 2.5 goals here. What are you doing, Sergio?
Oh, I have Girona actually as one of my teams this weekend to win. So yeah, at 2.4, I think. On
Yes,
odds for yeah, that's really good, especially team like Girona. They're first in the league still. So no, actually my first bet of the weekend, Girona.
not a bad bet. I would agree with you. All right, let's get to the next game. Cadiz hosting Athletic Bilbao. Cadiz wins set at 5.75. Bilbao wins set at 1.7. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, Bilbao knocked Barcelona out of the Copa del Rey after a disappointing defeat at the hands of Valencia. They're only fifth in the league, but if you watch Bilbao play, they look like one of the best teams in the league. Cadiz has lost three straight, were scoreless in 3 out of the last 4 games. Bilbao should win this game easily. Cadiz has 2 wins on the season, and the last one was beginning of September last year. So, what are you doing here, Sergio?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. It should be an easy win for Bilbao, especially the loss against Valencia. I think they really did not expect that. So I'm afraid for Cadiz, yeah, they're gonna have to pay the price.
All right, let's get to the next game. Sevilla hosting Osasuna. Sevilla wins set at 2.04. Osasuna wins set at 4. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Osasuna was in a competitive game against Getafe last week and escaped with a win, while Sevilla, like you said earlier, demolished by Girona, and they have been struggling to say the least. Also, they lost to Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey. Still, I think this is a good spot for them. They have to start picking up points, especially at home. And what better way to host a team that has lost 6 out of the last 9 on the road? So give me Sevilla as my first favorite bet for the week. What are you doing here, Sergio?
No, Sophia, you got to have a lot of confidence to to put Sophia on your slip at the moment. They are 17th in the league. Osasuna, they are a team with ups and downs, but against Sophia, I'm sure they can really cause some trouble. So I'm not so sure. I'm not placing a bet on this game, but yeah, it's gonna be a difficult one.
But we saw last week the teams that were very desperate, they won, Empoli being one of them in the Serie A, of course. So I think desperation will help Sevilla here and pick up a home win against a not a terrible road team, but questionable to say the least.
So Sevilla has been desperate for 3 months now, so it's not
Yes, and they have been unfortunate at times, if you look at some of their games, but I'm gonna back them this weekend. Listen, I might get burned. I might hate myself. We'll see.
okay.
All right. Let's get to the next game. Atletico Madrid hosting Valencia. Atletico Madrid wins set at 1.52. Valencia wins set at 6.75. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Valencia has lost only once in the last 5 games, 4 wins, and they already put a beating on Atletico Madrid earlier in the season. They can really trouble Atletico Madrid here. 2 out of the last 3 Atletico Madrid games have gone to overtime in the Copa del Rey, of course. So Valencia will be well rested. I think they have a chance of upsetting Atletico Madrid, pull out a draw maybe. What are you doing here, Sergio?
Yeah, they definitely have a chance. I think I'll go for the double chance here for the Valencia. Just like you said, Atletico Madrid played during the week. Valencia has a chance. I would go for the double chance.
Yeah. Now, Atletico Madrid, obviously the better team. They're playing at home, but I think the rest advantage will help Valencia here and maybe sneak out a draw. But Atletico Madrid, they will be up for this game knowing that they lost 3-0 to Valencia the first meeting of the season. So Atletico Madrid might also roll here, but still, going for a double chance Valencia is a good bet. All right, let's get to the next game. Getafe hosting Granada. Getafe wins set at 1.9. Granada wins set at 4.6. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Both teams have won just 1 out of 5, but Granada has failed to score in 4 of the last 5 games. Getafe has lost 2 straight at home, and they host the perfect opponent to correct that. Granada just 1 point on the road, and they have trouble getting on the score sheet in basically every road game. Second favorite bet of the week. Give me Getafe for a win. What are you doing here, Sergio?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Getafe, I also had my eye on them this weekend. Very interesting odd, and like you said, Getafe against Granada, uh, Getafe at home. It should be a win for them.
All right, we're in lockstep there. That wraps up La Liga. Let's get to the Bundesliga. First game on the schedule, Frankfurt hosting Mainz. Frankfurt wins set at 2.04. Mainz wins set at 3.8. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Frankfurt gave up a 2-goal lead against Darmstadt, while Mainz game was cancelled due to a frozen pitch. So Mainz will be rested here. Mainz has been better on the road of late, while Frankfurt has been struggling at home, losing 2 out of the last 4 competitive games. Which way are you going here, Sergio?
I'm leaning towards Frankfurt. Darmstadt, they'll see it as a mistake, one-off. Because it's a game that they should have won. So they're gonna restore it against Mainz. I don't no, I don't believe in Mainz actually, not even a bit. So a Frankfurt win for me.
All right. I don't have a bet in this game. Let's get to the next game. Hoffenheim hosting Heidenheim. Hoffenheim wins set at 1.73. Heidenheim wins set at 4.5. Line for the total goal set at 3.5. Now, Hoffenheim is desperate for a win here, and no better way to host an opponent that has 1 win on the road. Hoffenheim is 8th, while Heidenheim is 9th, so very close in the standings, but in terms of quality, Hoffenheim is much better. They're playing at home. I expect them to win this game. Which way are you going here, Sergio?
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards a draw actually. Heidenheim, they lost. When was the last time they lost a game?
The last game they lost was against Leipzig, was on the 2nd of December.
Yeah, like I don't know. Hoffenheim, no, I don't trust them. I'm leaning more towards the draw. I'm not placing a bet on this game, but yeah, it should be. It's a it's a difficult one.
Yeah, then I would do a double chance for Hoffenheim, and of course that's low value, but that should be the play. I can see Heidenheim winning this game, not on the road, and actually, if they haven't lost in a while, so I think they're due for a loss. All right, let's get to the next game. Werder Bremen hosting Freiburg. Werder Bremen wins set at 2.48. Freiburg wins set at 2.85. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Bremen beat Bayern Munich in a huge upset last week. But if you have been following the Bundesliga for the last 20 years, you know what happens to teams that beat Bayern the following week, right?
They lose.
They lose.
They lose.
Right. They lose. The game takes too much out of them. I'm going with history here. Give me Freiburg for a win. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, me also. I know the secret also. So yeah, Freiburg all the way. Freiburg is actually one of my bets this weekend also. So
All right. We're in lockstep there. All right. Let's get to the next game. Also, Freiburg not a very good home team. So uh sorry, Werder Bremen not a very good home team, and Freiburg has been playing well of late. All right, let's get to the next game. Augsburg hosting Bayern Munich. Augsburg wins set at 10. Bayern Munich wins set at 1.28. Line for total goal set at 3.5. I don't have a bet here. Bayern Munich, they look vulnerable at the moment, but I have a hard time seeing Augsburg beating them. Are you doing something here, Sergio?
no, no, of course not. It should be a win for Bayern. I think Bayern dropped enough points the last few matches. So no, it's I think they're going all in this weekend. Easy Bayern win, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but they had a hard time putting away Union Berlin, who's maybe one of the worst teams in the league at the moment. So obviously, I wouldn't back Bayern in this spot. If you want to sprinkle something on Augsburg, maybe take a chance, maybe a double chance. But Bayern should win this game, especially if they want to keep pace with Leverkusen. All right, let's get to the next game. Maybe the game of the week in the Bundesliga. Stuttgart hosting Leipzig. Stuttgart wins set at 2.75. Leipzig wins set at 2.48. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Both teams coming off back-to-back losses, so this should be an intense game. Leipzig put a beating on Stuttgart in the first match, 5-1, but things should be different now. Stuttgart has lost only once at home, and even in that game, they managed to score twice. They're desperate for a win here. I'm not sure they get the win, but like I said, they score. So give me Stuttgart over 1.5 goals as one of my best bets for the weekend. What are you doing here, Sergio?
No, actually, Stuttgart for the win. Leipzig last week, I think they got a little um, hit in their confidence. So yeah, I'm the loss against Leverkusen. I think that did something to them. So I'm going for Stuttgart this weekend. Stuttgart for the win.
Yeah, Stuttgart, very good home team. Like I said, only one loss, so backing Stuttgart is the play here. All right, let's get to the next game. Wolfsburg hosting Keulen. Wolfsburg wins set at 1.86. Keulen wins set at 4.3. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. A good spot for Wolfsburg coming home after back-to-back road games. They have lost back-to-back home games, but they picked up 2 points on the road in the last two away games, so they should have some confidence here. Keulen got smashed by Dortmund at home and has only picked up one win on the road so far against lowly Darmstadt. So Wolfsburg returning home should get the win here. What are you doing here, Sergio?
Yeah, yeah, this should be a chance for Wolfsburg to finally get a 3-pointer again. So yeah, Wolfsburg and very interesting odd also at 1.88. So yeah, I'm leaning towards Wolfsburg to win this one.
All right. Me also. Let's get to the next game. Bayer Leverkusen hosting Borussia Mönchengladbach. Leverkusen wins set at 1.27. Gladbach wins set at 10. Line for total goal set at 3.5. Now, listen, I keep waiting for Leverkusen to lose a game, but I'm done. I faded them in the last three of the last four games, but I'm pretty much done now. I'm not fading Leverkusen again. I expect them to win here. What are you doing here, Sergio?
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. Leverkusen, and especially now they're playing at home, and also not one of the teams with a lot of confidence. So yeah, Leverkusen for me, yeah, they should win this one.
Yeah, Gladbach not a they had a good stretch on the road earlier in the season, but they're not a good road team. So Leverkusen at home should win this game. Let's get to the next game. Union Berlin hosting Darmstadt. Union wins set at 1.63. Darmstadt wins set at 5.6. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now Union's favorite heavy in this game, so the line would tell you Union should win this game, but I'm not convinced. Union was involved in midweek action against Bayern, so now on a short week they host Darmstadt, the worst team in the league. But you can't have much more faith in Union, so I don't have a bet in this game. Are you doing something, Sergio?
No, I'm also giving a pass on this one. For me, it looks more like a draw. Darmstadt, of course, they did very well against Frankfurt, but no, but I don't see them winning in Berlin. So for me, it's just a draw.
All right, let's get to the next game. Borussia Dortmund hosting Bochum. Dortmund wins set at 1.4. Bochum wins set at 7.5. Line for the total goal set at 3.5. Also, don't have a bet in this game. Dortmund at home should win this. They've been playing well coming out of the winter break, and that should continue here. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Yeah, no, against the number 14 in the league, no, it's definitely a chance for them to get 3 wins in a row. So, no bet for me also.
All right, that wraps up Bundesliga. Let's get to Serie A. First game, Cagliari hosting Torino. Cagliari wins set at 3.6. Torino wins set at 2.23. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Cagliari has lost, they have not lost in 6 at home, while Torino has 1 win in the last 6 road games. Torino is slightly the better team here, but I would lean towards Cagliari. Torino has failed to score in 4 straight road games, while Cagliari has scored twice in 3 of the last 5 home games. So slightly towards Cagliari, but this kind of feels like a draw. What are you doing here, sir?
Yeah, yeah, couldn't agree with you more. It's a Friday, and I don't like betting Friday games. I got a lot of nightmares from that. So no, I'm staying away from this game. Like you said, I think it's a draw also.
Yeah, but I don't think it will be a 0-0 draw, although Torino has struggled to score goals on the road. So I would look to play both teams to score is set at 1.98. Good value there. Otherwise, just stay away from this game. All right, let's get to the next game. Atalanta hosting Udinese. Atalanta wins set at 1.5. Udinese wins set at 6.5. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Also don't have a bet in this game. Atalanta has picked up form while Udinese has 1 win in the last 10 games. They draw a lot of their games on the road, but Atalanta should win this game. Are you doing something, Sergio?
No, Atalanta definitely should win this game. I also don't have a bet here. Atalanta, I think they need a stronger opponent than Udinese to drop points. So, Atalanta win.
All right, let's get to the next game. Juventus hosting Empoli. Juventus wins set at 1.28. Empoli wins set at 12. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Also staying away from this game. Empoli picked up a win, much needed win last week. Fat and happy going on the road against Juventus. I can't see them troubling Juventus. Juventus should win this game easily. Also low value backing Juventus, so just staying away from this game. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Juventus 6 wins in a row. So yeah, I think against Empoli, it should be easy for them. I think Empoli is satisfied. They got their 3 points, 3 points last weekend. So Juventus coming up next. I think they already calculated as a loss.
Yeah, very likely. All right. Let's get to the next game. AC Milan hosting Bologna. AC Milan wins set at 1.7. Bologna wins set at 5.25. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, this is going to be my upset of the week. AC Milan, obviously, in better form and a better team. Lost 1 out of 5, while Bologna has won 1 out of 5. Still, you know how Bologna is going to play. They're going to defend deep, keep things tight, look to escape with a 1-0 victory. So listen, this is an upset, so don't go heavy on this game. Just sprinkle something on Bologna. I can feel an upset coming on here. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, it feels like a draw for me because Bologna, haven't won a game in a while. So, and I think against Milan, teams are always extra motivated. So I'm leaning more towards a draw in this one. It's a stay away for me.
Oh, then you can maybe take a double chance on Bologna. It's set at 2.18. Not bad value, but just sprinkle something. All right, let's get to the next game. Genoa hosting Lecce. Genoa wins set at 2.05. Lecce wins set at 4.2. Line for the total goal set at 1.5. And listen, the line tells you probably not a lot of goals in this game. looking at a possible low-scoring draw or a 1-0 Genoa win. Genoa has been solid at home, undefeated in 7, while Lecce has been struggling at the moment. Still not a lot to separate the team, so slight lean towards the home team. Lecce won the first matchup, and it's hard to see them doing the double over Genoa. Are you doing something here, Sergio?
I'm not doing anything here, but Genoa, if I would do something, it would be Genoa. You know, Lecce, a team that definitely doesn't win a lot of games, and Genoa playing at home. Um, a win last weekend it was, yeah, after drawing 3, so it will be a back-to-back win for the Genoa, I think.
Yes, that should be the play here. We agree. Let's get to the next game. Monza hosting Sassuolo. Monza wins set at 2.25. Sassuolo wins set at 3.15. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, Monza actually got embarrassed by Empoli last week, so they will want to bounce back here. And I believe they will. They already won the first matchup at Sassuolo, so they should have confidence here. And you just can't trust Sassuolo on the road. 36 goals allowed, second worst in the league. So my bet here is Monza over 1.5 goals. Are you doing something here, Sergio?
A slight lean towards Monza. I agree. Yeah, still not that confidence that they'll win this game, but yeah, just a lean.
Yeah, but scoring goals against Sassuolo is not a tough task. So that's why I got the over 1.5 goals. Like I said, second worst defense in the league. Monza should get on the score sheet here. All right, let's get to the next game. Hellas Verona hosting Frosinone. Verona wins set at 2.43. Frosinone wins set at 2.95. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Frosinone fought back in an impressive way against Cagliari, while Verona was beaten by Roma. Verona has been playing well of late, but still hard to trust them. Even harder to trust Frosinone on the road. Only 2 points so far. So this is a stay away for me. Are you doing something here, Sergio?
No, but if I would definitely Hellas Verona. Now they're playing at home. They need the points, and against Frosinone, yeah, it's actually one of the few teams that they can maybe guarantee 3 points. So I'm leaning more towards Hellas Verona to win this one.
Yeah, you can't trust Frosinone on the road, so going with the home team should be the play here. Let's get to the next game. Lazio hosting Napoli. Lazio wins set at 2.3. And Napoli wins set at 3.4. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, I have Lazio for a win here. Napoli can beat the top teams, especially on the road. It's as simple as that. Yes, they won against Atalanta, but barely. If you look at the record against the top teams on the road, just overall and especially on the road, they have been awful. There's a reason they fired the coach. Give me Lazio for a win here. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, yeah, Lazio and also Napoli very disappointing. And Lazio, of course, lost against Inter the last game. So it's not. I think they'll want to bounce back against Napoli. Yeah, no, I'm leaning towards Lazio also to win this one.
Napoli got, of course, beaten by Inter in the Supercoppa, so confidence also might be low here. All right, let's get to the next game. Fiorentina hosting Inter. Fiorentina wins set at 4.5. Inter wins set at 1.81. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now listen, Inter is like the Leverkusen of the Bundesliga. So not stopping in front of them. Fiorentina is good. Also good at home. But listen, I'm not fading Inter in no way, shape, or form. Give me Inter for a win here. What are you doing, Sergio?
Yeah, I got to agree with you more. Inter for the win here. Fiorentina, yeah, a good team, but having said that, Inter is still, the team to beat in the Serie A. Yeah, it should be an Inter win.
All right, let's get to the next game. Salernitana hosting Roma. Salernitana wins set at 5.5. Roma wins set at 1.68. Line for the solo goal set at 2.5. Now, Roma won their last game. The new coach bounce paid off, but they still have something to prove under the new coach. Now going on the road against the worst team in the league, you would think won't be a problem, but I still have questions about the new coach, so I don't have a bet here. Are you doing something, Sergio?
Yeah, I'm not betting this game also, but it should be a win for the Roma. You know, it doesn't get any easier than this. If he doesn't win this game, yeah, they should fire him as coach also because then nothing's possible.
Nah, after 2 games, I doubt they would do that, but they probably should if they if they lose here. All right, that wraps up Serie A. Let's get to Eredivisie. First game on the schedule, PEC hosting Vitesse. PEC wins set at 1.98. Vitesse wins set at 3.9. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Vitesse has lost 5 straight on the road in the league. PEC also not a good home team, so I don't have a bet here. Hard to trust either team. PEC has won one of the last 7 at home, so you can't trust PEC even at home. Are you doing something here, Sergio?
I'm leaning more towards Vitesse. The last few weeks they're starting to play a little bit better. I think their win in the cup maybe boosted their confidence a little bit. And Vitesse also, they can't keep losing, so I'm leaning more towards Vitesse. Actually, they still have the better players. They don't deserve to be last in the league. So I'm leaning towards Vitesse to win this one.
Yeah, I don't have a bet here. I don't trust Vitesse on the road. I don't trust PEC, not even at home. All right, let's get to the next game. PSV hosting Almere City. PSV wins set at 1.11. Almere City wins set at 30. Line for total goal set at 3.5. Obviously, PSV should roll here. All right.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm attending this game this weekend, so I hope there are a lot of goals going to be scored. But PSV, the last 2 matches not so good. A draw and a loss. A draw, of course, against Utrecht. They didn't break the record, 36-year-old record. Almere City, I think will pay the bill.
Yeah, and listen, it was a draw against Utrecht, but I think they had one eye on the cup game against Feyenoord. Of course, they lost, but Feyenoord is a tough place to play, so you can't fault them for that. Almere City is nowhere near that level. Now PSV returns home. They should demolish Almere City. All right, let's get to the next game. RKC hosting Sparta. RKC wins set at 2.6. Sparta wins set at 2.7. A line for the total goal set at 2.5. RKC has won one of the last 11 overall, and Sparta also not in the best form. What are you doing here, Sergio?
Sparta, they have to win this game. Against RK, I know it's an away game for them, but I don't think they have much of a choice than to win this game because RKC is one of the worst teams in the league. Sparta really needs the points. I'm leaning more towards Sparta to win this one.
Yeah, that should be the play here. RKC, the second lowest scoring team in the Eredivisie, they have a hard time getting on the score sheet. Sparta at least can score goals, so Sparta should be the play here. All right, let's get to the next game. Excelsior hosting Utrecht. Excelsior wins set at 3.2. Utrecht wins set at 2.23. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Utrecht one win in the last 5 games, and Excelsior one win in the league since the beginning of October. Excelsior picked up a good win last time against Heerenveen. What the hell was I thinking backing Heerenveen in that spot? But now Utrecht is much better. Also, the first meeting against Excelsior at home. Excelsior should have actually won that game. They basically outplayed Utrecht. Expected goals 1.61, while Utrecht had 0.4. So Excelsior can trouble Utrecht here, but Utrecht is the better team and they should win this game. What are you doing here, Sergio?
No, actually, I'm leaning towards Excelsior. Utrecht, good game against PSV, but they had a good performance, and you know what happens after that. Excelsior, a very difficult team to play against at home, and they a team like Utrecht. I don't think they have the players to really make Excelsior, too difficult. So I'm leaning more towards Excelsior to win this one.
Yeah, there are reasons to back Excelsior in this spot. Like I said, the first meeting, Excelsior basically outplayed him. Expected goals 1.61, while Utrecht 0.4. Now Excelsior playing at home, so you would expect a better performance. Let's get to the next game. Heracles hosting Ajax. Heracles wins set at 6.25. Ajax wins set at 1.52. Line for total goal set at 3.5. Now Ajax is rounding into form. Heracles, new coach bounce lasted one game, so Ajax should win this game, right?
Yeah, actually, two games because against Volendam it was a draw. Yeah, but still, he hasn't
A draw
also.
against Volendam is like a loss.
Yeah. Yeah, but not for Heracles actually. They're glad with a point. But yeah, but still, yeah, Ajax should win this one. Definitely. Almelo, Aaron van Looy will get his first loss with the team.
All right, let's get to the next game. Heerenveen hosting AZ. Heerenveen wins set at 3.65. AZ wins set at 2.04. Line flow total goal set at 2.5. Now, the new coach bounce did not pay off for AZ as they were held to a draw against PEC. Heerenveen looked awful in the last game against Excelsior. They are without a win since the beginning of December, and I think they might have to wait a little bit longer. I can't see them winning this game, not even at home. What are you doing here?
No, I'm leaning towards Heerenveen to win this one. Yeah, they already lost like what, four in a row, and then a draw, and then a loss again. So no, Heerenveen can't keep losing, and AZ is definitely not a team to win an away game that easy. So I'm leaning more towards Heerenveen to win this one.
All right, I have a slight lean towards AZ. Heerenveen is just bad. And listen, they might lose this game, and the coach might lose his job. I'm banking on that. All right, let's get to the next game. Feyenoord hosting Twente. Feyenoord wins set at 1.44. Twente wins set at 8. Line for total goal set at 3.5. Now Twente beat Feyenoord in the first matchup. So two good teams obviously battling here. But back-to-back wins for Feyenoord, while back-to-back losses for Twente. Also back-to-back road games, albeit more rest since Feyenoord was involved in midweek action. But Feyenoord is a tough place to play. They have only lost to PSV at home in the league. So even against a solid Twente team, they should win here. What are you doing here, Sergio?
Double chance 20. One of my offset this weekend. Yeah, Feyenoord. Um, they won against PSV, but still it wasn't that great. And of course, the draw against NEC was proof also that Feyenoord, yeah, at home they're playing at home, but still that doesn't mean that they're gonna be on top of things. So Twente is a good team. good attacking team. So I'm leaning more towards the draw.
Uh, Draw possible, but I can see Twente winning this game. Feyenoord, hostile environment like always. Like I said, very, very good home team. Only lost to PSV, and you can't fault them for that. PSV is the best team in the league. Twente is nowhere near that level. All right, let's get to the next game. Go Ahead Eagles hosting NEC. Go Ahead Eagles win set at 2.2. NEC wins set at 3.3. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. NEC is on a roll. They have won 6 out of 7. The other one was a draw. The Eagles started off hot at home. Were tough to beat, but now have lost 3 of the last 4 at home, while NEC has not lost in 6 on the road. The first meeting this season was a draw, and last week NEC knocked them out of the cup. So what can we expect here, Sergio?
Go ahead to win. They're playing at home. It's like you said, they already lost three games at home. And against NEC, NEC is on a roll. You're right about that, and that's very surprising. So I think a loss is coming up for NEC. I'm going for a Eagles win.
All right, let's get to the next game. Volendam hosting Fortuna. Volendam wins set at 3.25. Fortuna wins set at 2.23. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. I don't have a bet here. Fortuna is the better team, but still tough to back them on the road. Volendam has 1 win in the last 9 competitive games. That game against Heerenveen. Surprise, surprise. Fortuna and Heerenveen kind of in the same boat, so Volendam might feel like they have a chance here. Are you doing something, Sergio?
No, I have a feeling Volendam will try to draw this game also, and I think they'll succeed. Fortuna, not in good shape also, so I'm leaning more towards the draw.
All right, that wraps up the Eredivisie. Actually, no Premier League action this week. There are some midweek matchups. We don't have actual bet, but we will touch on them quick and give out slight leans. But of course, you have to watch what happens in the FA Cup games on the weekend. That may have some impact on the outcome of the games in midweek. So we'll touch on them quick. Give out our leans. First game, Nottingham Forest hosting Arsenal. Nottingham Forest wins set at 7.5. Arsenal wins set at 1.45. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, Arsenal bounced back against Crystal Palace in the last game, and they should keep going here. They should win this game, right, Sergio?
Yeah, I think it should be a win for Arsenal, and maybe even an easy one.
Yeah, should be. All right, next game, Fulham hosting Everton. Fulham wins set at 2.4. Everton wins set at 3.1. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, I'm leaning more towards Fulham in this spot. They have lost 1 out of the last 7 home games, and Everton is frailing a little bit. They have not won in 3 on the road and failed to score in the last 2 on the road. So I'm leaning towards Fulham in this spot. Are you doing something here?
Yeah, Fulham. I agree with you. I'm leaning more towards Fulham. They're playing at home. Everton, yeah, not a good away team also. So Fulham win for me.
All right, let's get to the next game. Luton hosting Brighton. Luton wins set at 5. Brighton wins set at 1.7. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now Brighton obviously the better team here, so the lean is towards Brighton. That should be the play. What are you doing here?
Not that confident. Brighton, you know, ups and downs, but against Luton, under normal circumstances, they should win it. But I'm not that confident.
All right. Let's get to the next game. Crystal Palace hosting Sheffield United. Palace wins set at 1.67. Sheffield wins set at 6. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now, Crystal Palace obviously not a great team, but Sheffield even worse, especially on the road. So I don't think I will be betting this game. Palace is heavily favored, but it won't be an easy win. So I'm probably staying away from this game. Are you doing something here?
I'm skipping this one also, but if I would do something, it definitely will be Crystal Palace. Sheffield, like you said, the worst team in the league, of course. If there will be a team that wins, it should be Crystal Palace.
All right, let's get to the next game. Aston Villa hosting Newcastle United. Villa wins set at 1.97. Newcastle wins set at 3.75. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. And I like the over 2.5 goals here. Two very attacking minded teams, also high scoring. So I like the over 2.5. And Villa being at home, can Newcastle break their streak?
No, I don't think so. For me, it's Aston Villa win. They definitely need the points, to stay in the top four or maybe even the top three. So no, I'm going for Aston Villa win.
All right. Next game, Tottenham hosting Brentford. Tottenham wins set at 1.6. Brentford wins set at 5.6. Line for the total goal set at 3.5. And now Brentford, they picked up a much needed win last time with the return of Ivan Toney, also scoring a goal. But going on the road against Tottenham may be too much to ask, right?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It should be an easy win for Tottenham.
All right, let's get to the next game. Manchester City hosting Burnley. City wins set at 1.10. Burnley wins set at 3.34. Line for the total goal set at 3.5. Now, obviously, we don't need to waste time on this game, right?
Oh, unless something really crazy happens, but no, it should be a easy City win. City 6 wins in a row. No, it should be easy win for City.
The only way I see Burnley getting anything out of this game if a City gets 3 red cards. Even with 9 men, they should beat Burnley. All
Yeah.
right. All right, let's get to the next game. Liverpool hosting Chelsea. Liverpool wins set at 1.7. Chelsea wins set at 4.8. Line for total goals set at 3.5. Now, I thought the loss of Salah or also missing Salah would be a huge blow for Liverpool, but they had no trouble putting away Bournemouth and against a bad Chelsea road team. You have to go with Liverpool here. They don't lose at home. What are you doing?
No, you're right. I'm also going for Liverpool. Chelsea away at Liverpool. I don't think they stand a chance. For me, it's a Liverpool win.
All right, next game, West Ham hosting Bournemouth. West Ham wins set at 2.43. Bournemouth wins set at 2.9. Line for total goal set at 2.5. Now I still have to look what I'm doing in this game. Two very good teams battling against each other. Probably a slight lean towards West Ham, given they're at home, but two great teams. So I'm waiting to place my bet on this game. What are you doing, Sergio?
No, I'm not doing anything on this game. Also, um, um, letting this one pass. Difficult one. I even think it will be a draw.
Yes, very well might be. Next game, Wolves hosting Manchester United. Wolves win set at 2.85. United win set at 2.5. Line for the total goal set at 2.5. Now, of course, second meeting between these two teams. First meeting, United won 1-0, but they basically got outplayed by Wolves in terms of expected goals. I have a hard time seeing United picking up a road win here. What are you doing, Sergio?
United won the last 3 meetings these two had, so I think it's time for Wolverhampton to do something against Man United, and of course, Man United not a team you would gladly put your money on. So I'm leaning more towards Wolverhampton.
Yeah, United has been struggling on the road, even struggling to score goals. And Wolves, a very good home team. They beat City at home. They beat Tottenham at home. A draw against Aston Villa, a draw against Newcastle. So, and United's not even on that level. So Wolves has a good chance to win this game. All right, that wraps up the Premier League. That wraps up all picks and leans for the upcoming weekend. A quick recap for our bets. I have Sevilla for a win, Getafe for a win, Stuttgart Leipzig. I have Stuttgart over 1.5 goals, Lazio for a win, Monza Sassuolo, Monza over 1.5 goals, and Wolfsburg for a win. What do you have, Sergio?
Yeah, I have Mallorca, Girona, Sevilla, Frankfurt, and Stuttgart for wins, and of course I also have Vitesse.
All right. Good luck with that one.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Have a great weekend. And like we always say, bet smart, bet with your head, set your limits, and stay within your means.
Yes, I agree. Good weekend, everybody.